So it's the 12th of April and it's 6 o'clock at night. So these half-light conditions can sometimes be problematic, but here I don't think it plays a part in this clip. The car that we're watching is this one here. Our camera's doing a right turn and this one starts to move off. What's your initial thoughts on that? I think it might be time to upset another viewer again. First of all, I'm going to have a look at the role that the black Nissan played in this collision. The driver picked a decent enough gap to actually flow out after the motorbike, but they clearly had no thought for the oncoming traffic. Quite simply, if an oncoming vehicle had wanted to turn right in front, the driver of the black Nissan should have given way. I was also given some footage from a house on the right hand side which had a CCTV camera, and this actually shows me the first time that my viewer actually put a signal on to do this right turn he was intending to do, and it's actually quite late. It's right by this line. So as you can see, the signal actually went on right at the point where the black Nissan was already moving. So the black Nissan driver had very little time to actually work out where my viewer wanted to go. And another thing, their position wasn't very definitive. Look how far they're away from the white line. If my viewer had have been turning right before the black Nissan had moved, things may have been different. The black Nissan should, as I've said, give way, but that wasn't the case. The black Nissan was already on the move. So really, the tables have turned. Once the black Nissan commits to going, the oncoming vehicle is crossing traffic, and my viewer is responsible for this whole incident. I've already mentioned that the timing of my viewer's signal was crucial to this incident. It was a little late, but there is another fact that the black Nissan driver didn't signal to move away. How crucial was that to the collision? Well, in my opinion, it had no bearing whatsoever. If you can fail to see a vehicle moving and complain that they didn't signal, honestly, you need to change your mindset. It was clear and obvious that the black car was moving away. When you are moving away from the left, a right signal can and does help oncoming vehicles, but in this incident it had no effect whatsoever. So now let's move on to our camera. We've already found out that the signal timing was late, their position wasn't decisive enough, and they also should have seen the black Nissan driver starting to move. So the question I would like to answer is, why didn't they stop? Why did they carry on? They weren't going too fast, and the view after the motorbike was really good. But there is an added point I'd like to just share about the footage that I was sent from the house. The house showed, and it was pointed out by my camera, that he had a signal on. Was there a mindset of, I've got a signal on, therefore I've got priority and I'm going to continue my turn? Interesting. I did ask my viewer whether or not that the black Nissan was tucked behind one of these A-pillar blind spots, and he honestly said he couldn't remember. Things happened so fast he couldn't recall. He did allude to a fact though, which is quite important. It was possibly because he lives quite close to the area where the accident happened. He was maybe on a little bit of a mental shutdown. The accident rates within a mile of our own properties are very, very high, and this is something that we've all got to be careful of, and it's a real danger. My viewer was found to be totally at fault for this accident, which is understandable. His insurance is going to be picking up the tab for all the damage. But interestingly, the driver of the black Nissan was at the time, shortly after the accident, trying to pursue a personal injury claim. That's suspect for me because the damage wasn't a lot. It wasn't a heavy hit. After reviewing this footage, I must admit I've still got a nagging thought in the back of my mind, and it's this: did my viewer continue into that accident on purpose? It can't be ruled out, and unfortunately that's how we're going to have to leave it. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Keep safe and hope to see you soon.